I'm farming cursed gear all day. We're competing for, and currently it looks like we're owning the most demanded tower, which is the 20% PvP damage tower. And if you actually look at our stat line here, we've got some pretty impressive stats. I just ran with Tiny Penny. Here we were able to get over 2,000 fairly easily. Grizz was in that run. Dizo was in that run. And I was running last night as well with Techie and some of these other guys in order to kind of figure out some of the strategies for this, which I'm going to show you a full run in which Tiny Penny got 2133, and I'm going to explain the tactic for you. Now, this run is pretty simple, but I'm going to explain the mechanics of it. You want to run in a party because parties can share kills, meaning if I get a kill, the person to my right can get the shards, purifying orbs, etc. as well. The other most important reason is because towers, once again, share in a party. You have to claim the towers in order to be able to damage the minions. You're going to notice some of the zones on the map are orange, and some of them look gray or blue. That is because the orange zone, for instance, like the one we are in right here, is a 2x zone, meaning all minions you kill and shards you acquire within the zone are in fact doubled. So obviously you want to utilize that to your advantage. You're going to notice there's a kill streak going. You gain additional cursed shards depending upon how long your kill streak will go on. And you have to maintain your kill streak by grabbing towers, because if you are not able to damage people, your kill streak will obviously drop. For that reason, you're going to notice I'm running ahead and very often not picking up shards just to try to get to the tower, like in this situation, before it actually fades. Now you'll see that I clicked it while the kill streak and the immunity was still up, but I still didn't get the kill streak. Keep in mind, the towers have a couple second delay. They have an animation of this little orb that comes out of it and runs into people. You won't actually get that immunity there until you see that orb actually hits you. So you have to be kind of careful because it seems a little bit laggy. It could also just be that it's not the actual orb that has to hit you. It's just a little bit delayed. So sometimes I've noticed I have a little sliver left. I click the tower, but it still ended it. That could also be a lag or ping issue, as I am from Alaska. Now, the other thing you're going to notice is there is a boss. We killed the boss there. The boss will drop additional, obviously, shards as well as time. You're going to notice I am also continuing the run even though my time is up. That's because my job as the weakest and as a wizard that can teleport ahead is to clear these towers out, get the kills in front of them as much as I can, but more importantly, keep the towers available. That way they can continue the run in a circle. You're also going to notice I do not turn around to pick up the shards. That's both because I am the runner ahead of them and also because the shards will stay on the ground. Sort of like loot when you are overworld farming. You do have the ability to farm in a circle, get as many kills as you can without stopping, then complete your circle once again and collect the shards even though your time is up. So, for that reason, the most important thing is do not stop. Continue to get kills and continue to get towers. The other most important thing is this map seems to be dynamic, and for that reason, by dynamic I mean when you kill a monster somewhere on the map, another one will be influenced in its spawn depending upon where the location of people, the mobs, or for instance how many mobs are dead. So for that reason, it's good to sort of clear literally everything. Also, the trash themselves will influence this. So killing the trash is important. Some people are skipping from elite pack to elite pack, and the trash mobs can also drop the bonus time. Keep in mind that the bonus time does seem to have diminishing returns. You cannot infinitely loop this time-wise. You will acquire smaller and smaller and smaller orbs that will continue to give you less and less and less time. For instance, they started like 10 seconds and they go all the way down to you get 1 bonus second for these orbs. So do not expect to be able to perfect this in a way that you can get infinite shards. I have not seen anyone as it stands currently being able to get a 3,000 score, and the highest I'm seeing is right around that 2,700 to 2,800 mark. You're going to notice that also we stick to the outer circle and continue to run the outer circle for clarity's sake of the team. However, me as the runner do break to go get the towers that are a little bit out of the way. That way the major team does not have to pick them up. This is a good example of me being able to show you, even though my run is both over and those were the first shards that spawned, I am still able to go pick those shards up, so you do not have to worry about them disappearing, etc. And as you're going to see, everyone in the team got a fairly decent score, and this wasn't too difficult to acquire. Something else to keep in mind is a fun fact that you can see for yourself. The combat rating inside of the tower is actually set to 1, meaning there is no combat rating requirement. One other thing to keep in mind here is that the cursed towers always drop curse gear. And they do drop legendaries from the first Ancient of the Day, meaning if you do the tower and you do an orange kill in the beginning, you will always receive a cursed item legendary. As well as that, all the minions mobs give you experience and all of the things that you would drop that would normally come from the overworld. And the fact that there is no combat rating requirement pretty typically means that, from what I can tell, this might be the best thing to farm 100% of the time, anytime it is up. It also has a blacksmith directly there, etc. So hopefully this helps you in your clan. If it did, consider liking, subscribing, or sharing with your clan in your Discord, etc.